Ladies, gentlemen, racers, welcome to Magny-Cours, a beautiful track here in France that's going to put some of these drivers to the test. Can they hold it under the braking? Can they go side by side on those long corners? Look at this beautiful track. That's where we'll find ourselves right here in Season 3, in Round 3. Double threes, baby, on the NABS. Now, let's go. The championship so far, I wish I would have actually done a layout for the standings. Maybe next time, guys, I'll do a layout for the standings so we can see who's in first. But I believe right now Rico's definitely up there. 13 bot as well from his win last race. But we'll see some of the new drivers that have come out here. We got Splat Beef showing up. We got Mr. Pigeons. We got Plutowski. We got a few newcomers out here that's going to maybe disrupt the pack and show them what they can do. But hey, let's get into it. It's time now to get it for some NABS running. I mean, it's not a great transition when I always go to Rico and he's just in the pits. You know what I mean? He's just like, hey guys, I'm here in the pits. I'm chilling in the pits, you know, because he's not going to qualify potentially. Let's catch some other drivers. We had the volume up here and put it to the maximum as we hear these 2010 V8s. A lot of the cars are rushing out. Hey, the race didn't start just yet, but they're getting on for some of their first laps right here in the French GP. Let's go. Man, I didn't even know there was a flag right there. I would have put that in the video. There's a huge draping flag, and I took the one on the floor. That would have been so much cooler. All right, let me adjust this. Now let's see who we've got coming out here in qualifying today out in the pack. All right, we'll go. I guess we go top to bottom right here. We already went saw Plutowski. Rico is in the pits. We know who he is. We got CS out here. Let's go catch him in the Force India. He actually has the. It still says IRC, but hey. It's fine by me if it's IRC. Well, I'll put the Force India logo on it next time. But there he is, looking to get a qualifying lap. We're going down the list. We've got Onion, all right, looking to keep pushing on in the McLaren and work towards the Constructors' Championship with Rico. It's been a pretty big battle there with the Renaults, the McLarens, as well as the Caterham. So we're going to see who gets it with the Constructors' Championship. But, hey, we might have some up-and-coming new runners. Let's see. One of them right here, not an up-and-comer, not a new one, but he might be up-and-coming out here on the track because we didn't see him last week, but this week he did register. He did sign up. He's in the Brawn, and he's showing us his Brawn. It was Tachu right there. He stopped off the track. I mean, what a moment. He stopped on the track just for us to get a view of what was going on. How nice. Now let's get on to Smooth Criminal. Hey, we saw Smooth Criminal get into P4 last week during the race, but then in the penalties that came through, it was actually Smooth Criminal who got a podium, guys. Yes, that's right. Joe Milan 04 received a penalty, and that ended up putting Smooth Criminal up a position into the podium. So, hey, maybe Smooth Criminal deserves an interview after this, but maybe he'll just get one himself and find the podium. We're still on qualifying right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got 6 minutes left of qualifying to go. Right now, Smooth Criminal holds it in P1. Then it's Rico. Then it's Joe Milan. And then it's Sammy. But let's go hop on here and see what's up. Sammy's trying to get it, and he's braking into those brakes. He's got the NABS livery running right here. He's as a reserve driver, but he's looking good at it. Might have been some spin-out moments right there. Okay. I think there was some spinning out happening. Even a few spin-outs on the tracker there. I think I saw a Red Bull for that moment right here. But let's see as Joe Milan is getting a lap in. And let's view, guys, what it is like to get a lap out here on the F1 cars in Magny-Cours. Let's check it out. Let's see Phil's movement. We got holes on the track, by the way, guys. We got holes. Yeah, we have holes. I didn't even notice that. I just downloaded the track today. We got holes. You can't really tell on the cameras, though. It looks like Joe's getting a little bit of traffic, but he's going to find it on the inside. It wouldn't be the perfect lap, but hey, this is what it is. A really, really hard hairpin turn after a long straight. We'll find them battling there. It'll be very interesting. Into these chicanes, they will be looking to potentially go side by side, but it's going to be extremely risky if they choose to do that. There's space, but not that much space. As we get out onto the power, there's a couple of cars ahead on Joe here as he finishes. He's halfway through the lap right now. Now let's see if he gets through on the last, this little chicane right here. Easy peasy, seems almost flat out. Gets onto the brakes. It's very, like, weird. Just this track has the same features, you know, hairpins and these kind of flowing chicane sections. And right here, getting into the last corner. Bit of a complex corner right here. You have to give up a bit to try and get some speed onto the straight here without going into that French GP wall that's there. And that's a lap around the track. And right now our pole position from Joe Milan, a 1:15.6. But he did get some traffic there, so I think it'll be a little bit quicker. Guys, we got also Lil J over here. I haven't seen Lil J drive recently, but let's see what Lil J will do in the NABS reserve, the NABS livery driver. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Who else do we got on the track? The Caterham. We got Cheese coming out here, getting in some laps. Let's see what he can do. He's 1.3 off. We have Michael said Lecky as well in the Toyota, but it's not a Toyota anymore, right? That was from previous NABS. Now he's in the Braun. I gotta change that, dude. Oh man, that's really funny. Oh, that's too good. I should probably. I'll change it later. It's really funny. I'll change it on next stream. That's good. All right, who else have we got? I didn't get to Alex either. We got Alex here pushing it. I feel like Alex had an unlucky race last race. We'll see if this one will turn his tail. Looking for top 10s, right? It's like top 10 to get the points here, so this is gonna be it. Dude, PC freaking out yet? Not yet, bot. And yo, Rich, what up? If I've been, you know, slow in the chats, I'm locked in. Sometimes I realize that I'm more locked in on NABS than when I'm actually racing, because I'm just like, what's going on? How's it happening? How is it possible? And another thing on how is this possible, Armin in the Red Bull here, looking fabulous. He's found himself a podium in a previous NABS season, got himself a P3 once upon a time. And he was fashionably doing so after a DNF streak. Now let's see if his consistency is going to keep up and he can do this season, and or he's going to be a DNF streak into a podium. Now that wouldn't be too bad either. We got Manry Thespedes out on the track as well. Is he just getting into the pits? No, he's about to start off his lap here in the Ferrari. Let's take a look here, see how he gets on. Will he be moving up anywhere up on the board? Boom. Might get some traffic. We don't know. We'll catch back on the rest of the lap. We'll get through that. First, let's catch Splat Beef, who's getting through. And I really like that Draven French flag right there. It is quite gorgeous, like a dress. It's like the stands are wearing a beautiful dress. You found a German Discords that does TCR with IRL drivers in the lobby? What? In AC1, like cloud? Yo, that's great. And which one do they use? They use Fuzo's mod, right? Right. That's cool, man. I'm glad you found it. Let's go. All right, let's check out who else we've got. We have Shymek right here trying to get a lap in. Let's see if we can get one clean. Just starting it off right here. A good start leads to a beautiful finish in terms of a lap. Sometimes it's all about that beginning to lock in and really feel it. Mr. Pigeons, another new reserve driver coming out into NABS this season, and this round specifically, round 3, we're still seeing some new drivers, and you guys can be a driver too if you want to get in. ! NABS on the stream as Laluch is off the track right here, but we still got time to qualify. Maybe he can get through with another one. If not, it's gonna be P21 for Laluch as Woolie's trying to get out for another lap right here. But let's see what it's gonna be. Is Tachu gonna get any faster on this lap? Will he be able to clutch it up and maybe get to a P2 or even a P1? The track is getting to optimal conditions. The rubber's getting laid down here, so it does seem like it's getting a little quicker. He's getting a bit of lockup right at the end. Will it be enough? We don't have the delta. We're just going to see it as we get on through. He's just battling the car to get out there. He's faster, and he's got the fastest lap right now at a 1:15.4. And we'll see if anyone else can get through with that. And we've missed saying hello to Dras right here in the Renault. He had a rough race last week for sure, but I think it's going to be a push this week at Magny-Cours. He could find it. It is like his constructor's home track. So I know the Renault's going to perform here. It's going to want to push. I think it's going to happen. I know it. So what's that, Rich? Next week you start race there and you get the mods tonight. You didn't drive them till now. Ooh, all right. So do you get to spectate the race? And it might be different mods. Interesting. Keep me posted. Let me know how that goes. That's actually super fun for you. TCRs was pretty low in population on LFM last season, so we'll see. Might be the possibility. All right, let's see here as Dras is 0.8 off the pace right now. Rico's in the pits, not going for it. We have Onion out here. Smooth operator. Qualify is over, and some of the drivers are getting through on their last lap. It is not going to be another lap for Onion. That's it for him, but we have a few other drivers getting through to the end. Let's see it. Doo-doo. Draskin on through. We have Sammy trying to get a lap up in the top 10 right now. Daniel's not out there. Michael Selecki's still on the track getting a lap. Alex as well is going a little bit far off on the last couple corners right here. He's able to get by. Let's see. And Niche now. I switched on over to Niche at the same time. Like, yeah, I think I was saying Alex, but I meant Niche. I didn't see Niche yet, so I had to click on it. It was just like, it was drawing my eye. We also have Ryan Hawk out on the session here. Let's see if he'll be able to get a time. And right now he's in 21st. He's getting another lap right there. And Nigo getting through P19. So a couple of places, 2.3 seconds off the pace. The grid is just real close. If we just take a quick look, we've got 115 on Tachu. Joe Milan is right behind. We got Cheese. Then Smooth Criminal, Onion, Dras, Suyesh, Rico, Sammy, and Daniel. Look, it's only 1 second between P1 and P9, so it's going to be a tight race to say the least out here at Magny-Cours. A little bit of a countdown before the race starts. We got some moments, and you know, it's sometimes hard to get a clean lap in with this many cars on the track. Even if they're driving clean, someone might not even see you coming. So yeah, or someone just comes out of the pits. I hate when that happens, especially when you're racing, you're getting a quick lap. Like, they can't really see it. They could pretty much time it if they see you on the map, right? But that's unfortunate, Jay. Hopefully, the race pace will be there, and maybe if something happens lap 1, just keep your head down. There's no damage, but, you know, definitely just keep it safe on the first lap. You don't win on the first one, but it could be some motion. We could see some safety car. Guys, remember, block your ears when the safety car comes, because it's going to be a huge beep. It's going to just be nuclear bomb beeps. And we'll see every single piece of that. Now let's get into it. Let's get some tunes right here as we get going on our third round at Magny-Cours for these drivers. And I should look at a few things in the meantime. Let's see. Next week we've got Suzuka. That's going to be an interesting one as well. I think a lot of drivers are more familiar with that circuit, and that leads to some interesting racing, especially on the back straight on that course. But hey, today we've got a whole other story. Now let me check the standings right here. In P1, we have got 13 Bot with 44 points. In P2, we have Phil McCrack with 28 and Dakota with 25. Cheese at 21. Rico's got 20. So that's the top 5 right now. And we're going to get some differences after this one, only after 2 rounds. You know, anything can happen. Things can go up. Things can go down. We will find it. You here for Mr. Pigeons? Let's go, SCCXX. We believe in the Mr. Pigeons too. A new driver coming out here on the NABS, but we'll see it. We'll definitely get some footage. We'll get a moment with Mr. Pigeons. All right, let's get out here. Oh, my wheel is off. How the heck am I gonna go to pits? Oh, my wheel is off. That's weird. I'm gonna have to go to pits like right as the race starts. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We can still do that. Let's get it in here and let's see it. Let's catch the drivers before this race start. In P1, we have got Mr. Tachu in the Brawn. Can he get ahead of this pack right here and push and find a gap? We'll have to see, because right behind him, chasing him, will be Mr. Joe Milan in the Williams. Had a P4 race last race. He was technically 3, but he got a penalty, put him down into P4. So he's going to want that clean podium this time. Let's see if he can pull it off. We have Cheese, guys, in the Caterham car. Dakota's, again, not registered for this race, so it's going to be up to Cheese to pull through in the constructors for the Caterham drivers and see if they can pull it off. Guys, right behind him, we got the Smooth Criminal in the NABS reserve livery. He's got a little bit of Red Bull, a little bit of the BBC. And let's go. It's going to be interesting to see what Smooth Criminal can do. Got P3 in last race and got behind right there Onion in the McLaren. One of the contenders for the Constructors Championship here for the Season 3. And it's just starting still. We're only at round 3. I know, it's crazy. We also have the Renault, and for some reason the logo is just yellow. But it does match the livery of nice yellow. And yellow could be quick out here. It's one of the only yellow cars we've got. Usually we had, what, the Jordan? Or the Benson Hedges maybe, but there's only this one now. There's only this one. Now we've got behind Dras, Siesh in here, wiggling on his wheels in the Force India. Can he get the top 10 today? Get some more points for Force India. Let's hope so. Let's go. We got Rico. Okay, the order there is a little bit off. Let's tone it back. Let's tone it back. The order's a little bit off. The order's so wonky. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's weird. Did I just go off the order? Hopefully everything's gonna be fine. It looked like that was the order. Okay, wait, so Onion, and then there's Dras. All right, yeah, so it does look like Siesh, and then it looks like Sammy. Boom. And then behind Sammy, we have got Daniel. I don't know why Rico started in the back. That's kind of weird, but anyways. Then behind Daniel, we have Alex. And Alex, and I think my leaderboard just broke there because of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to do a live reload. Okay, that's a little bit more accurate. Is 13bot actually in the race? Is he there? No, he's somewhere else. So let's see. I'll get through the rest of the drivers. We can do it. We can do it. Where are we at? We can do it. We're somewhere near Alex right here. So right behind we have Niche. And then right behind there, I'm just having to look at each one now. We have Splat Beef. Oh my gosh, it's all over the place. You have to do this again? All right, we'll see which one works. We'll see which one works. Unfortunate, unlucky, unlucky. It's okay. Niche and then Splat Beef. Splat Beef right over here. His first NABS race. This is in the bar Honda. Oh, because the whole thing just broke. The whole thing did break. It did break. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Try and reset it again just before the race starts. Hopefully that'll work. Maybe not. Either way, we got Splat Beef over here. Oh, perfect. We got the names if I just zoom out enough. We got Fred Novi right behind. And behind him, we got Manry Thespades. We'll go quick. We got Armin behind Mr. Thespades. Then we got Inigo. Where's this one here? They're all over. Boom. We got Ryan Hawk. As well as Wooly guys getting on in for a race and racing for the that's Virgin, right? It should have been on the thing, but it just says free driver. All right, we'll have to fix that after. Then after behind him, we got Lelouch. Lutowski right behind. Everything has to be so. I have to find each name. Seemingly Plutowski's not here. Oh, there you go. There you go. I'm gonna get used to it now. Then behind Plutowski, guys, we have the SVR Fishman fishing for top 10, maybe even away. Come on, moving ahead, jiggling out, and let's go. Behind SVR Fishman, we've got Dennis. Where's Dennis? Dennis would be Martin. Dennis Martin Cavicius, as I would say. Hey, let's see it as a reserve driver, free driver for the first time out here. Let's see if he can do it. Behind him, we've got James, I think. James with a 5. And then we've got 13bot in the back of the pack. And we have Rico as well right behind him. So we'll see how they get on at the beginning of this race, them two. It's going to be quite interesting. Let's go here. Boom. And then there we have it. Our safety car driver of the day is going to be Oddish. And yeah, myself as the broadcaster. And in 20 seconds, I'm going to have to hit the go to pits button before they finish the lap. Because my wheel was not on. That was one thing that I wish I would have had on. But let's see it at the beginning of this race right here. Go to Mr. Tichu. Get on this F3. Seems like the order is very, very mixed up and things are a little bit wonky, but we'll see how it gets on at the beginning of this race as it starts off and the engines are roaring and it's lights out and away we go for our round 3 at Magny-Cours. All the cars are flying out and it's T1. What can they do? Can we get through T1 with no problem? Let's see. The driver's going it side by side for the front pack. Joe Milone on the outside, Mr. Chu on the inside, but it's not going to be it. Let's see if they can find it as we're going out into the first bit of this lap. Wow, these cars are crazy loud. Let's see in the backpack. Doesn't look like there was anything too crazy, but it does look like a few cars were left to dry on T1. and have rejoined. Now it's a super tight line right here as a few cars are getting in touch. Sammy is right in the middle of it. Can he wiggle his way around? Let's see how this pack goes as all the F1 cars come zooming through these 2010s, and it's Niche who's flying out wide. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Sammy gets himself up into P8 here. Dras into P7 as they go side by side nearly. Not just yet, but Sammy might just make the move here, and Daniel is right behind looking for a battle. We have Tachu and Joe Milan, then Smooth Criminal up in the front. My goodness, what a race start so far, and it's 1, 2, 3. Tachu has been able to hold on, and I have to go back to the pits right here. Boom. Thank goodness that I was able to do that on the right timing. If I forgot, I was going to be a safety hazard. My goodness, that would have been wild. I would have been right here, guys. They would have smacked right into me. Now, let's go. The race has got to go on. Joe Milan in P2. DRS seems to be enabled. Do we have DRS now? Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing? I didn't know. I didn't know. Let's see. Let's see how they deal with it. No safety car just yet. Onion is in P4. And we've got Sammy looking for a battle right here. Find Sammy. Where's he at? Sounds so calm and cool and collected going around the hairpin corner when the camera's so far away as well. But it's definitely crazy as there's 3 cars right there. It's Suyesh and Dras. And now it's just Suyesh, and it seems like Sammy's making his move, trying to push here. We also have Daniel having a little bit of battles with Armin right behind there. Damn, okay. Making those chicanes look very, very smooth as we get the cars through. F1 2010 power, guys. The V8s here sound gorgeous. Now they get through. This is the 3rd lap so far. No safety car just yet, but it is the fastest lap for Mr. Tachu. He's really trying to run away with it. He's got the soft tires on. Just to note that Tachu and Joe Milan both have the soft tires, so they're going to be looking for like an equal kind of battle right here if they have a similar kind of fuel. But it is Criminal, Onion, and Cheese running hard tires as well as Dras. Suyesh over there is running the soft tires as well, so his pace, he might just be able to find it. And Sammy was also pushing. So let's see right here who it's going to be. And it's Daniel making a move on the outside line onto Sammy. And will it be Daniel getting through? He's finding a little bit better traction on the outside there. And it is a place for Daniel as he gets himself up into P8. But still holding on the track. It's so far so clean. And we have a pretty smooth line of cars here. There you go. I didn't have my didn't have that enabled properly. As you see, big battles happening here. Let's go catch our battle back up at the front and see what it looks like to hang behind a little bit in the dirty air. Not so close, actually, to the dirty air right here, but Joe Milan definitely on the pace to try and find Mr. Tachu as a 115.8 right now. And yes, we can always see the holes in the track from that perspective, but wowoo, it's still going to be a push for Joe Milan. Only 0.7 away. It seems kind of far away, but 0.7 here. Let's see how close he is when he gets to the chicane, or the hairpin, sorry, the first one in this track in Sector 1. Gets onto the power, no problem right there. But there is some battling right here as Daniel has found his way past Suyesh. And, whoops. That's unfortunate that that's not working there. Wrong car. We're still on Joe Milan. Yeah, it's true. I try to switch over. Not working. Hold on. There we go. That would have been a better situation right there. We're seeing the action that's happening here in the pack. Basically a battle for P3, or no, it's not P3. P4 it would be here. No, 6. Sorry. Tripping. We have Dras, Suyesh, and Daniel up in a row, and Sammy chasing them down as well. And let's see if they're going to be finding the moves. Suyesh is right in the middle of the mix right here as they get through for lap 5 now, as they're going to get on by, starting it off. Again, Suyesh is in the soft tires, so is Daniel. Dras is holding on in the front with his pace on the hard tires, and it might just be at some point. Not too soon, but definitely at some point the hard tires are going to hold on a little bit harder than the soft tires can because, hey, they're softies. And I think it's going to be around here, maybe 14 to 15 laps minimum, and then we'll start to see some pits as Daniel sends it on the inside of CS. He has to go for it, tries to get the switchback, can't hold it, and it is going to be a full course yellow. And sorry for the ear blowing up, but some incident caused a full course yellow, which is going to cause all these cars to slow down now to 160 kilometers per hour. Yeah. I need to turn that off. I need to turn it off. You guys awake? Are you awake? Are you watching? I hope you are. Let's try and switch it up. All right, pop everything open just for a second. Let's switch it up in the race here. Warning, cutting, speeding, penalty, opponents, flags, safety car, and you can't change the volume. So I'll probably have to go into the actual code and change it. I just wish you can change real penalty sound altogether. Unfortunately, you can't. Yeah, I checked it last time and I thought you could, but you can't. You could, but you can't. Let's see here, guys. Cheese going into the pits from the looks of it. I'm gonna move this over because it seems to be breaking. I'll get this somewhere around here. At least you see how fast some of these cars are going. Some people are opting. It's still a full course yellow. It looks like we're going nearly into safety car conditions right now as Oddish has got out on the track. So this is the situation that we're in right now. Mr. Tachu right behind Joe Milan. Some drivers are going to maybe look to pit. I think Cheese did jump into the pits. He might have got an alternate strategy, but now we'll have to figure it out. Okay, yeah, more death. I wish you could turn it off. I will. Yeah, the jump scare is wild. It gets me every time, even when a note's coming. But the full course yellow, I didn't expect it the first time, and that's one thing we got to change. And it's another thing because I also have my game volume really low, so usually everything else is turned up a lot higher. So yeah. Oh man, headphone users beware, right? So it looks like we're gonna be getting our first safety car, guys, of this race, and it's not a bad spot to get a safety car. Not a bad spot indeed for a lot of the drivers. It's at the beginning of a stint. It's like not early enough to want to pit. So it's just mostly one that will get a lot of drivers caught up here. We'll see. We'll see how it is as we get on, see the rest of the crew. Back on into it. Ooh, that transition. Yeah, what a time to join the stream, huh? Yeah, if you join there and it's like, wow. Alert, alert. The nukes are about to drop. Like, oh, whoa. All right, we're good, everybody. We're good. We went off script for a second there with the safety car going off the track, and then we got right back on it. Right back on it. It's just so easy for these F1 cars to hold it, and yet the other cars are just like struggling. The F1 car is just like, hey. I guess some of the cars are weaving. You're not necessarily allowed to weave, I think, until it's safety car in this lap. So, because technically weaving until it's in this lap is not allowed, technically speaking. Because the drivers, the back markers should be able to fly by on one side without having to worry about weaving cars until the last lap. But hey, it's all right. It happens. We'll see. The whole crew gets on by. Ooh, can you do a little zoom in right here? That was unexpected. That was very unexpected. Will it be? I think we got, maybe it'll be in this lap. A lot of the crew is caught up, but we still have 28th and 29th position not yet linked up to the top. So maybe it'll be one more lap under safety car conditions, which would have maybe benefited those who actually went and pitted. They'll start off on soft tires for sure. I would have definitely gone for a soft tire compound if I pitted here. So we'll see if anyone did go for it. We're getting one more lap of safety car here. As we get on by, pretty close right here. Drash, Siesh, Sammy, Armin, Cheese, Manry Thespades, Alex. I couldn't see some names. Rico, Niche, Wooly, Ryan Hawk, Laluch, Nigo, SVR Fishman, and we got Dennis right there. And a few of the drivers catching up. We'll see. This is probably going to be the last lap. They'll be able to catch up. And it seems like everyone is in a row, and we're going to be starting it off on this next lap. But hey, the announcement hasn't gone out yet. No one has been moving the tires just yet. They haven't been warming them up. Not yet. But it will be up to Tachu now, I think, on this next lap to give us a restart to this race, just to get us off on lap 9 of the race. And it's our first safety car that we saw. And it is going to be safety car in this lap. So she's going to grab hold of it. And we'll say, thank you, Oddish, for your duty. And farewell back to the pits. As we're just going to be able to kind of... I guess here they don't really have requirements. They can kind of heat up the tires. I don't know what it is. We have to wait to get around to the last corner. So I feel like safety car should hold on until we get a bit closer to the pits. I don't know how the etiquette for that is, but we'll see here. I think it's going to be just a traditional restart. We're holding the line still. This is still a consistent pace. He hasn't floored it yet. He hasn't gotten out of second gear. It's definitely going to be up to him to decide when to set it off. I think it's going to be right here as we get on out the last corner onto the straight. And it is away we go, restarting this race. And it is up to the drivers. Let's see what we can get. A bit of bumper cars action right there. Getting on to T1. Nothing happening so far. Now let's see, coming out of T1. Everybody seems to have survived to a certain degree right here. Let's go, let's go. We're making sure the pack is alive. As we have a bit of smoke down into the first hairpin corner. Nothing too crazy, but Mr. Tachu's getting on by just fine with that. Let's see who else we've got going on. A couple of battles. Joe Milan has just got himself up into P2. Let me see if I can get a good look onto this right here, or not just yet. We've got to get on the hairpin. So we got Joe Milan, Smooth Criminal, Daniel, Drass. Actually, no, wait. Who's between Drass? It's Onion, actually, right in there at P5. And Sammy's got his way up to P7. Cheese there in 8th. And there's so many battles that are going on right now. Let me just grab a view of around P10 right here. And let's see, coming out through the last corner, we just finished our safety car restart. There we go, getting on in our 10th lap of the race. Let's go. Ooh, did someone just come out of the pits, or was it a little bit of a fall through? Not sure what happened there. As looks like Daniel is making an attack right here. Oh, I gotta figure out how to switch through faster. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Let's find Joe Milan up here. It's hard to find the different drivers as Daniel's found his way up to P3 past the Smooth Criminal. Interesting battle right here. Let's see if Smooth Criminal will be able to get back in action and find his way back in. Let's get on in, guys. If you want to get in this car and become a driver, you can jump in. You don't need to be in a team right away. We have 10 reserve slots for every single race. You can get in and be a reserve driver. Exclamation point NABS in the chat if you want to get involved. It's a just a friendly community, no damage enabled, and new drivers are also welcome. Boom. Thank you, Aruda. Boom, boom, boom. Now, as we get out, let's see some of the battles right here. Alex and Niche has gotten past Manry Thespades as well as Splat Beef, one of our new runners right here. Is there someone who's completely spun out on the track? It looks like there's a bit of an incident. It looked like there was a bit of an incident. And what was it, Wooly? I'm not sure who it was, but they've gone back out onto the track. And it seems like, guys, I didn't even notice this, but Dakota, what lap is this guy on? He's in the server. I didn't even see him at the beginning. He's trying to claw his way back up. He's still in 30th. He's just going to run some laps around here. He's going to work his way into traffic, but let's see what he can find. My goodness here, Sammy up into P7. He's holding back Cheese and Armin right now. Drass up ahead with Onion has a battle. Let's go take a look and see what's going on right here with this battle. Not too close just yet, but we can also see the Smooth Criminal and Daniel battle going on as well at this moment. There's a lot happening from the track, from 3rd position all the way down to 11th, and then we have kind of a 1-2 battle, but they're a bit more spread out, so we'll have to see. It'll really be based on how their tires are going to be set out for this race. And Tichu and Joe Milan are still on the tires they started with up in the front, so it's not going to be anything new there. And let's get a view as we get through T1 right here on lap 12. It's going to be Drass, Sammy behind there, and a little bit of a movement from Suyesh. Oh my goodness, he's into the wall. How did we catch that? I don't even know. Oh, that's crazy. That's the curse. That's the curse as we get going. Drass, Cheese, Sammy right behind. 13 bot. And Armin having a little bit of a battle right there. And Rico's getting on by as well, looking to catch up. Armin has gotten by 13 bot. Let me try and get into that battle. Let me get a view. They're getting very, very close. 30 bot's swinging by wide, but Armin's holding his position. 13 bot's trying to get on the inside and find a gap, but Armin's not opening it up, and he's holding down the braking, and he's finding his speed out of the corner right here. And 13 bot is on his tail. He's looking. He's going to maybe send it on the inside. He holds down in the braking zone, and it's contact between the two drivers, but they still hold it. Get on out in here. Oh my goodness, they actually held it down. A little bit of the Forza Motorsport move though from the bot. He lets him by from the move. That's it, the sportsmanship. I knew he would. That's why I stayed on this onboard. That's why. And now they're going to get in for it for another battle. It was if they could have held it. It was a little bit of a racing incident right there, a tight moment. But you guys see the kind of community that we're trying to make here. You know, if you know something happens like that, you know, just move over for just a moment. You know. Just something like that happens. And let's go catch our battle right here. The P1 battle. It's Joe Milan chasing down Mr. Tichu. And this is going to be a sticky situation, guys, as they get into a place where their tires are degrading. Now it's 13 laps in on soft tires. They might not have the same grip they had. They're going to have to start adapting their driving style while still defending right here. And Joe Milan's going to be finding a bit of a slipstream in just a moment. He's getting some dirty air, but it's definitely pulling him along, and he's able to follow along with those lines. And let's see. What else we got? Not too far off. Daniel is fighting off Smooth Criminal. We've got Onion and Drass, as well as Cheese and Sammy. And then we've got Armin and Bot showing up right behind there. But let's see. Can Joe Milan catch up to Tichu here and find it? We're at lap 14. The tires are getting a little bit uneasy, I think, but it doesn't look like they have any problems with grip just yet. There's a lot of downforce there, but it's going to be on maybe the hairpin corners. Maybe it's just going to be on the braking zones where they're going to find less move. But look, gets a bit into the clean air to get some force down onto the brakes. Very interesting tactics coming out from Joe Milan here. Some different driving styles that he's adapting towards driving behind. And just, you know, at this point, sometimes it's all about keeping your stint up. It could be a safety car, and then it could just be like a restart. And, you know, being between 1 and 2 is a very small difference there. So, yo, dude, the video is out, Kevin said. Yo, is it out for members or is it out? Did he release it? But 7:58? That's nutty. It's going to be cool to get some practice in. We're going to be doing a bunch of Nords practice. Basically, tomorrow, that's all we're doing. We're just driving Nords tomorrow. So, get in on the Low Fuel Motorsport prep practice. Yeah, members only so far. I figured. The real one comes out Monday. All right, and let's go. Tichu has gotten out into the pits. And this is it. Tichu is in the pits. Joe Milan here is going to get maybe an undercut. He's going to try and find a quick lap here. And maybe it'll be next lap. He'll be pitting. So we're going to take a view on that. The other drivers are on hard tires. So Cheese hasn't gone into the pits yet. Maybe Niche went in for pits. Manry Thespades as well, potentially. We'll see if anyone else is getting in, but we're going to be on board here. Oh, Cheese is also on a fierce battle at the moment. Oh, they're all battling. It's Dras, Cheese, as well as Onion. We have to check this out, and we'll get back into Jomeland in just a second. See if he ends up going for pits. But we have a battle on our hand. Cheese is leading the pack right here. See it from right behind right there. Dras is pushing. And will it be Jomeland going into the pits? I had it all set up and then I switched it. Oh, where is it? He is in the pits, huh? Yep. Oh, no, he's not. He's out for another lap. Man, he was really good on last season at Interlagos, staying out a couple extra laps. So I think I'm not surprised that he's done it again. As Cheese right here out on the soft tires. 3 seconds ahead, it seems. And I don't know if the cars came in contact or if Dras just fell off at that point. We'll see. Armin was in the pits, so Bot gets ahead into P6 on the hard tires. Armin goes for his swap over probably to the hard tires now from his soft tire stint. We'll see if he can get through with the traffic. Does he have any traffic getting out of the pits just here? It doesn't seem like it, so maybe he'll be able to get some good laps in and get some pace, so when everyone else goes to pit, his strategy will pay off. We're going to have to see. Suyesh gets himself up into P9, passing Alex at this moment, and he's just swinging on by. Alex getting that dirty air now. No problem from him, sticks it, and is able to get through. Jomeland, guys, still on those soft tires that he started the race with. Will the undercut from Tachu be enough? Like, is he going to be finding enough pace right here on these fresh, hard tires, right? That when Jomeland decides to pit, which is not even in this lap, but when he does, will that be enough? Will it be enough? Not P19 and P20, swap in place like 20 times. Yeah. Did that happen? I didn't see it. It's so tough, dude. It's so tough. Plus, my leaderboard's not long enough. That's crazy how my leaderboard isn't long enough. I can open it up to here, and it's 22 drivers, and I think we have 30 something, like crazy. Because we should have been out here. Should have been out here from time to time. Am I right? Mr. Pigeon's out P16 right now. 1.4 seconds away from Armin, who just pitted. He's got the soft tires, so let's see. He might be able to catch up, get some slipstream from this, get a good stint out of it. It might work out. It might just work out in the end. Let's see. Jomeland's getting through. I want to know if he's going to go for a pit. It's going to be interesting if he does, but also a battle right here. The Smooth Criminal is still chasing down Daniel. It's been a couple of laps that they've been going at this, and he's got hard tires. Daniel's got the sauce. It might just fall off for him. But I think, did Daniel pit at the safety car? I think that might have been the case, as LaLuche is right in front right here. Might be a bit of traffic at the moment, and Daniel spins out! And that might be a, guys, block your ears just in case. Just block your ears just in case, okay? I'm not sure if that's anything, but it's also another incident on the track right here. As LaLuche gets tied up just a little bit. And I'm not sure if that's going to be anything. I don't think too many cars were involved in that, but that's definitely going to hurt Daniel's pace. Oh, man, that's a tough one for him. He lost it in the dirty air of the traffic. He was just getting that oversteer, and the car ended up running a bit wide on him. And let's see, guys. Jomeland finally went into the pits. Has come out P4, or did he make a mistake? Is that what happened, actually? Because he's on, oh no, he's on the hard tire. So he did go for pits this lap, and he's in P4, which is actually 2 seconds ahead of Tachu. So he's been able to use that pace, and he finds himself right in front of Daniel, who at that moment had spun out where he was. And Tachu is looking to get back with these fresher tires. He's looking to make the move around Daniel here. Daniel runs wide, but is able to stay on the track. And now it's Jomeland and Tachu back at it. And this is what happened, guys. That's crazy. So it seems like Jomeland, I guess he got this is not the undercut. He's got the overcut on him, right? He went out. He got way more on his first stint. And he ends up getting ahead here. Just enough. Just enough. Let's go. Too much Spinella on stream, huh? Yeah. Guys, keep it down. Keep the Spinella to a minimum while we're out here. Let's go. As we have SVR Fisherman Cheese following up. We got Bot right now in 3rd place over here. Joe Milan and Mr. Chichu fighting on the breaking point. Daniel as well. Dras, then Sammy, then Rico and Suyesh in P10, followed by Alex. The grid's pretty close here in the top 10, I would say. We wouldn't have to wait too long for that. So we're still looking. It's like a 1, 2, and 3 battle, I think. And then we have 4 all the way to 11 that are in quite a close mix. So we're going to see what happens. We're only on lap 19 out of 44 laps, guys. There's so much more to actually go down on this race. So there's going to be tons. There's going to be one more pit stop at least from most of the drivers. And we'll see. I don't know if anyone's going for that one stop. I don't think that's possible necessarily. But let's see here as we get on out for the end of our 19th lap, beginning of our 20th lap. Bot gets through. We've got 13 Bot, Mr. Tichu out there, as well as Dras, Rico, Sammy. Why is my car getting input? That's weird. Oh my goodness, where are we right behind? Someone just spun out right in front of the criminal. We said there was too much Spinella. Maybe it should be NABS with a B, with the same B as Spinella. I'm kind of getting your drift, Games, and I'm kind of understanding it now. Everything has balance. Everything has balance as we get through, guys. Cheese, and we've got Bot. Mr. Wooly is the back marker hanging on there. Joe Milan. And then where does Tichu get to? I guess there was a bit of action that happened, and Tichu fell off from that. And Rico is going to be behind. Sammy pushing on there. And let's get on that Sammy's POV and see what we've got on. Can he catch up with Rico right here? He's on the hard tires. So is Rico. So is Dras. So is Joe Milan. But Joe Milan's, I think, have the freshest. These guys are on their hard tires from the beginning of the race. So they haven't gone for their first pit stop. Maybe they're going to be a bit of movement right here as Wooly is right there, moves out of the way rightly and fully, and maybe just gets himself right into the pits. Well, I don't know. That was an evasive maneuver, but much appreciated for the evasive maneuvers. As we get some contact right here between Rico and Dras, we're seeing it on Sammy's point of view as he's looking to capitalize from this situation. They're now going 3 wide as they get into the first hairpin of the track here, and they're going 2 wide. Let's see if Dras going to be able to hold it down on the inside. Sammy gets on in. He gets by both of them for that little bit of a contact between Dras and Rico on that beginning of the lap on I guess it's T2 at that point. But let's see right here. Will Dras be able to catch back up in this situation? We have Smooth Criminal up in P1, Cheese in P2, 13 Bot P3. This one's way too long. Yeah, that camera's too long. See when the gaps get pretty tight right there. We have Daniel also looking to claw his way back up. Splat Beef, let's catch him how he's going. We have a battle between Splat Beef right here and Lil J. He's only 1 second behind. He's going to learn what the F1 cars are at the dirty air. It's like a next level thing. These cars are tough, but you're tougher. That's the thing, right? Is y'all can be tougher, right? Uh-huh. Now let's see. Sammy's defending for his life in the reserve driver. He said he's going to win this race. He's in a top 5 position. It's pretty darn solid to me, I would say. It's been on a good battle to get ahead of those two. Dras and Rico have been very quick in the past seasons, and in the reserve livery, he's making it look easy, guys. These cars, I swear, sometimes you're on the edge, and especially as you get to the end of your stint. He's on the hard tires, but he's going to look to do a double soft stint at one point. I wonder when he's going to pull the trigger and jump into the pits, because it could be a good idea if he's getting a lot of pressure and his tires are letting up. To you know, maybe find some fresh air, but he's out here in front and he's definitely pushing. Let's see if he can hold it down. Rico is putting on the pressure right here. Pressure is real. see, we get on the onboard right here. Will Rico get a good enough stretch on the straight? He loses it a bit, but so does Sammy, and he's getting on by. Well, on the outside now, Sammy's on the inside. It was as if the grip slip was just enough, and now they're going side by side. Where is the grip on this track now in this moment? And they're both able to hold it down. What a battle right here as Sammy finds his way up ahead, finds it into the inside line as they go side by side into the first hairpin. What will it be? Will they hold their brakes as Rico and Sammy go side by side? And they do! What a battle right here! And Rico's looking to keep it on. Will he get the switchback? No, so he's going to have to hold behind him in the chicane section right here. And Rico gets through on the inside! Sneaks on by right there where he just poked his nose in. And he got on by. And it's Sammy who's going to have to kind of work his way back up now and see if he can catch him with that dirty air. My goodness, what a battle that was at lap 23. We have a yellow flag in sector 3, it seems like. Okay. I wonder if that's going to be anything, guys. Block your ears. Okay. Block your ears just in case we're going to get a bit of a... You never know. You really never know. All right, let's catch Onion's battle as well. He looks like he's trying to... take his position up to the next level to choose on the hard tires. Onion's on the soft tires. Maybe he'll find it. It's Cheese who's going into the pits, guys. So he's going off of the hard tires. And Sammy and Rico have decided we're going to keep on battling. And it's Rico spinning out on T2. And Sammy getting on by. It seems like the tires were just not enough, maybe. I'm not sure if there was anything going on in front of Rico when it happened, but that's going to be Sammy getting on through and putting himself up into a P4 position right here. And, wow, you can definitely see he's struggling on the hard tires, but it's not for nothing at this point. It is definitely not for nothing. Let's catch our race leader right here, Mr. Smooth Criminal, who's been leading this race for quite a few laps right now. Gets on by. Behind him, Bot is on his tail trying to catch up. And behind them, Joe Milan just a couple seconds, 4 to be exact. And then we have 11 seconds, guys. Would you be able to count it? Because, look, that's how long it is. So long that your ADD, like, makes you want to scroll your phone because it's so long. And here comes Sammy in P4 from his battles with Rico. And then behind him, we have got Mr. Tachu. And then quite a lot going on. Ryan Hawk, Alex right there, I think. Oh, no, wait, is Onion. My bad. Drass coming through. Let's see. I saw Alex was in P11. So one of them was, it was Onion, then Rico, then Cheese. So Cheese is on the freshest tires. He's going to be looking to catch up. And now Onion is looking to defend off of Rico. Rico's still on the hard tires. Onion's got the soft tires on right now. Going to be interesting to see. 1 and 2 still very close, guys. 13 Bot is known for it. He's unrelenting a little bit. He's looking for it. He's catching up. He's in the yellow Renault, and they've got good points. He's winning in the championship right now, and it could be a good start to the season if you can get a doubleheader win back-to-back for Renault. He would be looking for it, and it's something he wants, so it's going to be a gap to close. He's got 1.8 seconds to go in this gap, and I'm just going to hold the camera. Oh, I was going to hold it right over there, but I missed it, and I'll hold it here instead. Let's see if Sammy's going to go in for the pits. I think this would be the good one. Like this. All right, Sammy gets on by. He opts not to pit in this situation. Mr. Tachu as well. Then we have Onion, and then Rico gets on through. Ryan Hawk's a back marker right now. Cheese, then Shimek and Drass. Boom, right behind them. We've got Daniel in P10. And then I think there's a bit more of a gap until the next car, so I'm going to switch over here, and then we'll check out the next line of cars. Well, it's our means line. Let's see here. We got Armin and then Suyesh right behind him on his tail. Splat Beef is there as back marker at the moment. Wooly, Mr. Pigeons. And then we got Nish and Alex. Or is it, wait, who's behind Alex? We got Dakota still running around here. Fred Novi. Nigo and Lil J out in the mix. Manry Thespades was battling at that moment with Michael Sedlecki, and Sedlecki actually looked like he got the position right there at that moment. And a few more cars coming on through here. It's a Smooth Criminal and 13 Bob. We're getting right back into the action. Look at that. We went full circle nearly. And let's go check it out. He's on his tail. Gaining. He's gone from 1.8 seconds all the way down to 0.5, just under 5/10. And he's got a slipstream right here on the straight. He is flying. He's holding down the braking. They're both on hard tires. And Rico's getting out the fastest lap of the session at a 1:15. This is consistent for Rico. He's usually the driver who gets our fastest lap of the season, gets that extra point. But, you know, sometimes he pushes the tires a little bit much. And it's good to see, though, because he is the one that could dance with the car as well as a Smooth Criminal. As we see here, Bot and Smooth Criminal going toe-to-toe here on lap 27. Who will it be? Who will it be? It looked like Bot was really catching, but now that he's gotten into the dirty air, he hasn't really gotten the same pace as he did before. And it could just be a couple laps under these conditions. It's going to be the consistency. How much can we keep pushing and keep it tight? As we got a couple battles here, I see Armin, Suyesh, and Splat Beef all in a row right now. I was saying they're a back marker, but they're not. It's that's their battle, P13. And then behind them, we have Mr. Pigeon and Niche. Let's see that battle in just a little moment. But it seems like 13 Bot's getting ever so closer. And almost even so further away at the same time. And is off the track. Wait a minute. The dirty air sent him wide. And it's Joe Milan who gets ahead. Oh my goodness. He was so close, guys, to getting the clean air and getting ahead in this race. And it just goes to show how much of a difficulty sometimes it is to follow the driver up ahead and try and make moves and, you know, be off the line and maybe have them block your vision even and make the car unsettled. Very tricky to race these cars under those conditions, but some of these drivers make it look too easy for most. Now let's go. Let's see how we got on to Chu is still catching up to Sammy right here. I think the battle for P4, guys, right here is starting to light up just a little bit as Sammy, who is battling away Rico, now has to go onto another Lion defense. Now it seems like Sammy must have pitted earlier and I didn't catch it because I thought he would have pitted for different tires, but maybe he was on the soft tires to begin with. He's now on the hards. He's going to try and see. Maybe did a soft, hard, soft. I thought he was going to do hard onto soft, soft. But either way, the drivers in the league have to make one pit stop at least to switch their tires from one compound to the other. It doesn't have to be at a specific time. It is now Sammy going into the pit. So I knew it. It was his long first stint. But holy moly, did he do an amazing job on this stint because he was putting in work. He held off Rico. And, man, now he's getting out on the soft tires. Let's see what he can cook up here as we get into a battle of Tachu and Rico. It's actually no 13 Bot and Rico. Tachu is up ahead. It is 13 Bot and Rico going down into the first hairpin of the track. Adelaide, as they call it. Okay. Bit of contact between both drivers. Just a bit of a touch. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that's going to cause a safety car or even incur any penalties, but just a racing incident. But it's going to light the flame under Rico's back right here. You can try and find it and try and catch up. But right behind him, he's got his teammate, Onion, in the McLaren. You know, just only one position back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. As Rico and Onion get on through here. Then we've got a couple second gap, 5 seconds to Cheese and Drass, who are in a battle as well. So let's get in on their battle and see what's going on. In the Renault, we're getting in on the brakes for the start of lap 30 for them. And it looks like the car is on its limit for Drass right here, as the tires might not be the most friendly at that moment when you're trying to get onto the power. And Rico, guys, has gotten himself into the pits. He's getting out now, and we're gonna see where he can get to. Sammy was ahead. He did his pit earlier. We'll catch up with him. Sammy's up in P9. Rico had to I guess he just went off. He just said, hey, I'm gonna get onto the soft tires, see what I can do here. Maybe the alternate strategy. Maybe even there could be a safety car at the end of the race, and then he's on fresh soft tires. He doesn't even have to pit. Everyone else goes for a pit, and he's going to be off onto it. So anything can really happen here. We'll see what his strategy is like. But let's get a look here, guys, at our race leader right now, Mr. Joe Milan 04, who's found his way up 12 seconds ahead of Smooth Criminal, so it might have been Smooth Criminal. Maybe a mistake happened there or something else. I hadn't noticed that P1 had changed. Okay, I didn't notice, but now we're identifying the cause, and maybe we can even look at a replay potentially. It seems like it's just like continuous yellow flag. I'm not sure why it's continuous yellow flag. Mr. Pigeon's well done. Is Mr. Pigeon still going? We're cheering on Mr. Pigeon. All right, big ups for Mr. Pigeon's up into 13. And speaking of 13, we got 13 bot moving up into the fastest. And look at that drifting. Yo, this is another breed of driver. Some kind of bird breed, human-bird hybrid put into an F1 car. It's Mr. Pigeons. Let's go. All right, and right up ahead, we've got Splat Beef, actually, chasing down Armin to see if he can find it. Going into the pits, actually, for Splats. It's the end of this stint. Let's see on the next one, getting onto those soft tires, if it's going to be nice for him. Sammy is up into P8, just off those fresh soft tires. Daniel is on hards, right up ahead. Will he be able to get on and catch up and find a little bit more track position right here? He's in P8 right now, but we'll see in just a moment as we get back onto the battle between Dras and Cheese. It was the dirty air plus maybe his tires, I'm not sure, but now he's getting on back. He's closing the gap right here. It's a battle for P5. Yeah, starting at 20 plus and then get it out there. We're definitely supporting it. He's up into 12th right now. Mr. Pigeons is making movements. And Smooth Criminal is getting the fastest lap of the session, a 114.5. Man, we're going to see how fast these drivers are going to get and what the fastest lap ends up being at the end of this race. And it's Tachu in his pit for his second pit of the race right here. Gets on out. Will he be able to get out ahead of Daniel and Sammy? That's the question, because those cars were toe-in-toe. Mr. Tachu gets out and he's battling Daniel side by side, but his tires have to maybe warm up, but he's got the tire blankets on, and Daniel goes wide, and now it's Sammy with a battle to Mr. Tachu. Oh my goodness, I don't think there was any contact right there. Sammy's looking to send it on the inside. A little bit of battling right here in the NABS car, and he gets it. He decides not to do it, ends up braking at an angle, but just, you know, tires were straight, and he didn't have that much dirty air at that angle, so smart moves from here. Sammy's going to be able to continue his attack. Let's see if he finds it. Mr. Tachu is on the defense, and they've got a few cars right behind them. Joe Milan gets through. He's still P1 here in this race. This is Joe Milan in P1, and then right behind him we have, there's Fredinovi, who's running around in 19th right now. Smooth Criminal gets on by 13 bot, is running the fastest lap at a 114.185, and we're going to have to wait, I think, around 12 seconds for this battle of P4 to get on through, as it's Cheese running on by here and Dras chasing him to see if he can catch it. And we're waiting another second to catch our next battle of Tachu, Sammy, and Daniel, and then Onion as well getting on through, and Suyesh is in P10. Let's go. Let's see who's going to be able to get those points in the end in this race. Could go to anybody. Let's get on Joe Milan. 8 seconds ahead right now. If there's no safety car, it would be a safe race for him and towards getting a win. But let's see what he can do. Smooth Criminal, 8 seconds behind, might just catch up. 13 bot might just catch up. Who knows what the pace will be like if anything happens. Potential back markers, any incidents, anything can happen here. And let's get on to the battle, guys. But for P4 here that we're seeing between Cheese and Dras, it's just gotten tighter. And let's see if it's going to be enough for Dras to get into that slipstream spot, that sweet zone where you're not getting as much dirty air and you can make a move and potentially go for the overtake, but not just yet, as they start off on lap 34 here. 10 laps to go. Only 10 laps to go. I'm turning my wheel on in hopes that it'll stop this error from happening, but it doesn't. My car is still just vibrating. You just check. Yeah, that's funny. I've been burning gas the whole session. All right. As we get on, Sammy's still holding out in P7 right here. Tachu is able to get through an Onion. Daniel and Suyesha look like they're getting a little bit of a battle right here. Let's get on board. Seems like they're getting through. It's Laluch right in front. Interesting situation now. Laluch moves on over. Daniel's able to get in as well. And we're back at it. The battle for P9 right here. 9, 10, 11. We got Armin, and then Mr. Pigeon is chasing him down. Let's go, Mr. Pigeon. And SCCXX. Yo, thank you for the follow. You're actually our 500th follower. Let's go. As we get on, Mr. Pigeon's pushing it to the limit. Up into P12 and potentially, oh my goodness, it seems like there was a contact right there. They were so close together, and then it looked like maybe Armin and Mr. Pigeon had a collision. We didn't really catch it, but now we're getting on board and seeing what their battle is going to be like here. What a tough corner without downforce within that dirty air, and he's zooming on by. Let's see if Mr. Pigeon get into the top 10. Yeah, much appreciated for the follow. Welcome to the galaxy. Okay, we usually stream some low fuel motorsport. And usually AC, usually Assetto Corsa. I'm usually driving, not broadcasting, okay? But I put down the wheel for this special occasion because it's so fun to see as we get Mr. Pigeons going up into P11. But will he be able to hold down the braking on the inside line? And it looks like he is. But it's Armin who lags through him, apparently. It looked like Armin was right behind him, no problem. Then he just popped up right in front. That was very, very weird. I'm going to say a bit of netcode on that one. I'm going to say a bit of netcode on that one, but it didn't look like it affected him too much. He got a position right there. It's only 9 seconds now, though, that they need to make up. So a considerable gap to get into the points, but if it's going to be possible, if any drivers make a mistake, it's going to be Mr. Pigeons getting it in. Let's get back up to our battle here. I think Jurass was still battling Cheese for a while, but he fell back down into P8. Not sure what happened in that event, but Cheese and Tachu in that pack are 17 seconds back, and Tachu is catching up from the look of it. Let's get on to Mr. Tachu right here, who's finding it. You can see Cheese just up front. He's within 1 second. Tachu on the soft tires, Cheese on those hards. And Sammy as well is going to be around here. Let's get on through. I see Sammy getting by. And then we have Jurass right behind there, and Onion in P7. Actually, wait, that wasn't Jurass. This one's Jurass. I thought it would be. So we have Onion and then Jurass in P8. And then we got Daniel there. Mr. Chu looking to put on the heat. He's catching up. He's trying to almost put on some attack sometime soon. The breaking point seems very, very deep as he's getting it. Let's go, let's go. That oversteer as he holds it down, it's so good. That's why we check the onboards, guys. That's why we watch it. We see that limit, that level of play that they have to get to in order to battle. You can kind of hang behind someone, sure, but it might not profit you. You gotta try and push and get into that slipstream and see if you can make the move, you know? That's really what it dials down to. And yeah, Mr. Pigeons, we're proud no matter what. And it looks like that 8-second gap from Mr. Pigeons has gone down to a 4-second gap right now. So Hope has a way of doing its thing. And Mr. Chu was going side by side. He got a little bit of contact right there between Cheese and Tachu and the Brawn. But we'll see. The battle's not over yet. They're only 3/10 separated. They've got different tire compounds. Cheese on the hard tires, Tachu on those softs. And it seems like the grip for him is at a much better level right now, but they could get about even near the end. So if they keep up with this pace of battling, it could run to Choose tires dry enough that Cheese will just be able to keep the car more level towards the end of this race. We'll have to see. This battle is still unfolding right in front of us as Chu gets very close, only within 2/10 of time right here. It is a very fine margin getting through the last couple corners. And my car's still full throttle. I should have put less fuel in it. A smooth T1. And into the gravel for Tachu just a little bit. The smoothness ended a little early right there. And we'll see if now Sammy will smell blood and try and catch up. He's only 1.4 seconds ahead. And we'll get on board with Mr. Pigeon right here, who's 3.3 seconds now, actually trying to move up, trying to catch it, maybe, possibly, getting into the points near P10. That would be a possibility. All right, I think I'm going to try something right here just for a moment. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit the pits button. Oh, that's why there's some key. Oh, am I holding a key or something? Okay. Okay, no, I'm going to go back to pits. I'm going to put on 1 liter of fuel so I don't... Oh, 0. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that helps. I think maybe the drivers couldn't hear their car as well in that last corner. It was making for a bit of a smooth, interesting situation. As, guys, 13 bot, as I was trying to fix that stuff, 13 bots found his way up into P2. Past Smooth Criminal at this point, and even past some of the back markers, so he's got less traffic for him. Let's see what it's got. 13 bot, then we got Armin, Manry Thespades right there, Niche. We got Michael Sidlecki and Dakota. And then in this pack, we should see the Smooth Criminal flying through, but it's Alex, Wooly, then Smooth Criminal, then Fredonovi. Right behind then, we'll see Cheese, then Tachu coming through. But first, it's Nigo. And then it's Cheese right here. Then we got Ryan Hawk, Mr. Tachu, Sammy in P6 flying through. Onion is going to get on by. And we've got Drass. And then 10 seconds later, we're going to get Daniel and Suyesh, then Mr. Pigeon and Lil J Splat Beef. Let's go check out that movement right here. It looks like these 2 reserve drivers are picking up the car. Lil J and Splat Beef are getting into it, getting involved, and pushing it. Let's see if they're going to be able to move up and down the pack here. Only 4 laps left to go, so for most drivers, this is it. You know, they're on the tires that they're going to be finishing the race with. They've kind of, the cards have been dealt. Ending the race now would pretty much be in safety car conditions if that did happen, which is not probably usual for kind of more of a for fun league. You know, maybe on a serious competitive league, if there was a crash on the last couple laps, it would definitely end on those conditions. But let's see right here. Sammy's getting a bit of traffic from Ryan Hawk, but it is going to be now a slipstream. Chilling by just in a second right here. He yields the line, and Sammy's able to get through. He's not really able to get through. He's actually having to battle. Look at that. He's battling a little bit, but he finds it. He's still smooth with it. Even in those moments. Even in those moments. Still smooth with it. Now I have to just watch him because I'm just worried. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, oh my God, we gotta hold it. Gotta hold it down. Tachu is flying right here too. He's trying to catch up to Cheese. He got so close before and then he just fell off near T2. So we'll see if he's gonna be able to hold it and see if he can get up there. The one battle that we should be watching right now is Bot. If he can get a 2.5 second lead, he's definitely got the pace. The tires look good. And Joe Milan might struggle on the hard tires near the end. I mean, it might not be struggling, but definitely if Bot has more pace on the softs, if they still have grip, they're faster tires generally. So we'll see, but he's still 2.3 seconds. He might get some traffic. We don't know. We'll have to see 3 laps to go only out of this 44-lap race. And it's Splat Beef battling Lil J right here. 0.2 seconds, 0.1. When will the clock strike 12? When will he hit it to try and get a pass right here? It's very difficult in some of the sections, but I'd say maybe into the braking zone of some of those hairpins would not be a bad idea. We've seen a lot of passes going on there. There's a lot of room on that section, a lot of room to defend and to attack. So we'll see as they get around here. Lap 41, guys. That's actually going to be their lap 41, I believe. We've got the leader coming around, starting us off on lap 42 of this race right here as Joe Milan and 13 Bot as he's chasing him down 1.4 seconds down to the nail. Will he be able to find it? Armin, Niche getting on through as we have Manry Thespades and Dakota. Was that Martin or Michael Selecki? Alex getting through. Wooly and Fredonovi. Wait, Mr. Pigeon's in 10th. Oh my God. Wait a minute. We got it. We won't catch a replay of what happened, but it seems like Suyesh has lost the position. And Mr. Pigeon, 17 seconds behind, but 3 seconds ahead. Trying to hold down the P10. Let's see if this new driver is going to be able to do it. It's going to be like, we did it, team. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of driver that we really want out here. They'll pigeon it out. Now let's see, guys. 13 bot is flying out here. As we ended on, I think this is going to be 43, the 43rd lap, starting off in just a second. Yes, and we'll see 2 laps to go. And he's very much narrowed down, and he's close to it near the end right here. He's almost getting the slipstream. He's getting a bit of that dirty air. He just has to hold this, and then he can look for a potential attack on the long straight that's coming up. He's got a slipstream. Will it be enough as Bot's getting on through? Joe Milan is on the defense on the inside. We have a few NABS reserve drivers up front, and they're going to hold down the braking right here. 13 Bot goes for the outside. Joe Milan on the inside, and he's getting just a little bit of oversteer on the inside line, trying to find the grip right there to be able to keep up with Joe Milan and stay really, really close. And in the end, guys, we're going with a 1-2. Super, super close. And some drivers right up front. Yes, they are lapped. Yes, they're in their race. But hey, as I see, guys, Sammy has gotten ahead of Cheese. But then what it seems like after getting ahead of Cheese, he's fallen behind Cheese as well. He's in P6. He's battling it out as well in that position. So the battle for P5 was very close. And now the battle for P1 is even tighter here as we have 2 reserve drivers waiting up in the front. It's a blue flag, and the race winners are trying to get through here. A 1-2 situation. Bot is able to find his way by Joe Milan. But what will it be? Is it going to be this for the last lap? Last lap has started now, and Bot is ahead. We got to get to some yielding from the drivers, I'm hoping. And Bot and Joe Milan are going to get it with this last lap to go. There's some battles happening. Sammy looks like he's going to battle Cheese. Drass looks like he might be battling Onion. But the most intense battle that we see right now is this traffic full battle between 13 Bot and Joe Milan as they go side to side. In the first hairpin, 13 Bot ends up on the inside, but he's got more traction and he's up ahead. A little bit of contact between the two drivers, but they still have traffic as they're driving. Incredible as they're finding their way here. Both of them having dirty air, basically. The perfect level of anxiety for motor racing. Exactly. I swear. Mr. Pigeon has still found himself in a P10. Daniel in P9. Drass in P8. Onion in P7. Sammy in P6. Cheese in P5. Tachu in P4. Smooth Criminal in P3. And 13 Bot. Oh no, it seems like 13 Bot spun out on the track. Too much chaos up in the front too, and he wasn't able to hold it. It seems like Joe Milan is going to be getting through, and he might be the leader and winner of this race in our 3rd round of the NABS as we're getting through the final line right here. It's got to be it. It has to be Mr. Joe Milan, it seems, has won this race in round 3. But wow, what chaos. What chaos, dude. What chaos was that? Holy moly. Let's catch the line right here. Let's catch the line. Oh my god, wait, Sammy P10. What happened to him on the last lap? Or was it all the lap cars? Like, what happened? Oh no, there you go. 6th place for Sammy. 6th place for Sammy as we check the line. We're going to check all the other drivers coming through right here. Daniel gets on through P9. Fredinovi finishes around 15. Ryan Hawk is out here, P18. Joe Milan W, guys. Mannery Thespades in P16. And is a Joe Milan winning this race. 13 Bot in P2. Smooth Criminal in P3. Tachu in P4. Cheese in P5. We got Suyesh in P11 right there finishing the race. Mr. Pigeon in P10. Where was I? Sammy in P6, Onion P11, I mean P7. It just rhymed, I don't know why. Onion's in 7th, Daniel J's in 8th, Drass in 9th, Mr. Pigeon in 10th, and we got a few more finishing right here. Boom! As it's a GG to Mr. Joe Milan right here, as I'm pretty sure they've already got a bunch of drifting out here. Onion and everybody enjoying their time on the track, and my goodness right here, guys. We definitely had it in for us for these rounds of racing. Oh my lord, that was crazy. That was a wild one. Into the end, some chaos from the back markers. We're going to have to see what happens. See, guys, even if, you know, the stands could change, it could be penalties. I don't think there would be that many, but we'll have to see. You got killed 3 times that race, Suyesh. My goodness. My goodness. We're gonna have to check those replays because, yeah, we'll have to see, guys. And there is a report system as well, you know, just if in case, like, it's like a hurt feeling system, but a report system works, you know, just in case you keep things sane, you know, people get penalties, and that's how it works. So, you know, we'll see some of those events after, and we'll be able to see if penalties will go out, potentially, for some of the drivers, but we'll have to find out. And it'll be till the next time on round 4. But let's get into our interviews first. And we'll have to start our interviews off right here. Jump on into the booth. Okay. Get off the Galaxy logo. We're going to get our 3rd place interviewee into here. I'm going to jump in the interview box right now. There goes Galaxy right on the interview box. Let's go Smooch Criminal. I'm going to just grab the Smooch Criminal in here and grab him in. Bring him on in. Whoops. Commentator's box. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, my settings are off. He doesn't hear me yet. 1 second. 1 second. Yep.
Yo,
there we go. There we go. We hear you now. Just a little bit of an audio glitch right at the beginning, but yo, Smooch Criminal, or should I say Smooth Criminal. GG's, you got P3 this race. Congratulations. How was that race for you?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I could have won, but I crashed with a back marker while I was hunting down Joe Millen, so, I mean, not that bad, but could have been better.
So could have got the win, but had a little bit of an incident. I think that was like a big thing on this one. There was a lot of back markers. It was kind of the whole track was really crowded.
Crazy, some of them. Battling with me for no reason. I mean,
yeah, tough. But hey, it's still P3, and even last race, so from a penalty that went through, you found yourself P3 as well. So P3 2 times in a row. How's it looking for you in the championship? How's it been driving in the NABS league so far?
I mean, it's great. It's
and the car feels okay.
I like it. Yeah. It's kind of easy to drive. I mean,
okay. Was it like the dirty air usually is the thing that really throws people off the most?
It surprised me for the first time.
Yeah, that's like, usually what gets people. But hey, in the end, still P3, and we'll see how you do in the next rounds. And hope to see you in the interview box again, Smooth Criminal. GG's on the P3. Congratulations again. I'll send you back into the paddock.
Thank you.
All right, there's our P3 runner, Mr. Smooth Criminal. And we'll have to get our 2nd in place. You know, they say Port 13 Bob, but let's see what he has to think about it. He's already on the live. We're going to just drag him in. Yeah, I know you were live on doing some other stuff. I'm sorry. I had to drag you in. It's your interview time. So 13 Bot, man, what a chaotic race right up till the end, even having some back markers in the way. How did that race feel for you? And what do you think about what happened in the last couple of laps there, the last lap?
I was all right. I thought it was a quite a fun race. Sorry for my brother sneezing at the background, but I thought it was quite a fun race. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I was so much faster at the end because obviously I think Joe Milan was an old hards when me and Smooch boxed onto the softs. It's a shame kind of Smooch wasn't there to fight Joe Milan at the end, but I went for a move. I thought it was on, but looking at it back on the replay, I don't think it was on at all. I was gonna just blast past on that last corner. So, but you gotta try it, man. You gotta try it.
Yeah, if you no longer go from the gap, am I right?
Exactly. Yes.
So, hey, another podium for you. You got the P2. You said this race was pretty fun. What about it was fun for you?
I just thought I thought it was actually from start to finish. It was so hard to overtake people. Like I was having battles with people like black markers that I couldn't get past. I mean, Armin, I'd like a shout out to Armin.
We saw that one, we caught it. Yeah.
If I were to give out a drive of the day for me, I'd give it to Armin because honestly, he was so hard to get past at the start of the race, and then when it was blue flagged, it was like, it was just really enjoyable to actually like work for the overtakes. Just lining them up, getting them right. You know what I mean? It was just an overall really fun race. The strategy was quite interesting. I hadn't really done any strategy work or anything like that, but I thought it was a pretty complete race without too many safety cars really as well. So
just the one safety car. So hey, you find yourself some more points for Renault. The championship's looking good for you guys.
Yep.
And hey, congratulations again, Bot. I'll send you back into the paddock.
Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Into our 2nd place, Bot. was right there, had a good time in the race. And now for our first place winner, we have Mr. I think it's here, Joe Milan. Is this the right one? It just says J. Yeah, there you go. That's the right one. I'm gonna drag him on in. Drag and drop. Pull him in. All right, we've got Joe Milan here, our first place winner for round 3. Joe, how you feeling after that race?
Pretty good. It was a very nice race. It's also first podium if we count penalties, but no, it was a very nice race. It was a very nice fight with Bot at the end, and yeah, we were a bit unfortunate with the blue flag the guys, but yeah, it's
You guys
racing,
still
so
battled. Yeah, you still battled despite the blue flags. And yeah, it's true. So like last race, you end up getting a penalty. So this is your first podium, and it ends up being your winning podium as well. So with P1, how was the car feeling in general, lap on lap, and what was it like after the safety car restart?
pretty good. I didn't practice much because well, there was the new year, so I just tried today, and the car felt pretty good. There were some corners where it felt kind of strange. It was pretty bumpy on the last chicane.
Oh yeah, we saw a couple drivers lose grip on there once the tires were getting a bit tough, and even at the end of the race, you were on the, I guess, old hard tires when Bot was catching up to you. So definitely having to put on a lion's defense right there against Bot, who will definitely send it on any gap.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. It was like 26, 28 laps old tire, so yeah, it was pretty hard, but it was very nice in the end.
From what I remember at Interlagos from last season, you're the one who went the longest on the soft tires and said that they felt good. So I know that you know how to handle the tires when they get old. So, hey, GG's for the strategy, Joe, and congratulations on the podium for you. And I'll send you back into the paddock. GG's.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Popping back in there. And guys, we got to get our driver of the day. Now, I know, Bot said Armin, but I know truly in my heart which driver of the day. Armin was putting up a battle, and he did get quite a lot of looks today. We were checking it out, but it's got to be. Wait, did he leave? We didn't know he didn't leave. We got him here. It's Mr. Sammy, who's getting the driver, the Galaxy driver of the day today. Sammy, how did that race go for you? How you feeling, man?
Oh wait, I don't have. Okay, I mean, honestly, pretty disappointing.
Okay.
Because I could have been P5, but I fucked up on the second to last lap because everybody crashed in front of me, and I didn't see it. There was just smoke, and they were really slow, and I'm like, oh shit, it's like safety car, right? So I slowed down for like the ghost safety car, and then everybody starts going again, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta get going. So yeah,
I see. Because yeah, even on that last lap, I saw you had got up past Cheese into P5. It was incredible to see your battle against Rico. Check that out on the VOD later, definitely. But yeah, a little bit of a heartbreak right at the end. So a tough race, but I think you drove well. And how was the car feeling? How were the battles throughout that race?
I think the battles in this car, honestly, when it works out right, it's really great. Like really, this car can take a good hit, so you know. No crazy net code. And yeah, the car, I mean, on the hards, it's really, really snappy. But like, it feels good. It feels much better than last season, I would say.
Well, good to hear. It is, I drove it as well, and I agree with that. It does feel a bit better than last season. But hey, you get yourself a Galaxy driver of the day. Congratulations. I know it's like a tough heartbreak at the end, but honestly, I think that drive was well worth it. And right at the end, when you came out in your pit stop, and I think Tachu was right in front of you, you found your way by him eventually, but you had older tires there. So that was definitely a battle to watch. GG, Sammy. I'm going to send you back into the paddock, and congratulations again.
Thanks, man.
No worries. All right, there we go. There we have it. Our last interview. And that is it for our broadcast today for our F1 NABS stream. That's our round 3, baby. That's our Magny-Cours. That's it, you know. Man, what a battle that we saw there between Joe Milan and 13 Bot right at the end, as well as some of the battles looking to get up to P5. Man, there was so much there. We're going to have to take a look at the leaderboards before next race to see what's going on. Yeah, 50K to Sammy for the cussing, I guess. Even that little word. I didn't even catch it. We should have NABS dollars, okay? We should have NABS dollars. We should have a NABS economy. Drivers should have, you know, imagine the drivers get rated and then they have like a salary and each team has a cap. Bro, they could go so deep. We could just get the FO game in here. But anyways, let's not be putting dollar signs on anybody just yet. Guys, we'll have to see it next week at Suzuka at round 4 in the NABS. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We have a special shout out for all the drivers today who came out for, you know, keeping up the attendance, man. Almost 30 drivers and so much more action to be had in this season here as we get on to 11 rounds and we're just finishing up round 3. Now let's go to next round on our F1 Fridays. We'll see you then.